Hi, I'm Nick Santino. Just chilling on the Warp Tour, hanging. Um, Man, I think it's just honest storytelling, if anything. Like, it's really hard to pin down to one genre of music, my music, but I think it's I try to take a little bit of a classic rock influence from Tom Petty and Jackson Browne and try to put my modern edge and twist on it. And kind of just whatever comes out, I play. So it's hard, but yeah, it's something I think that anybody could kind of really listen to. Wow, I haven't heard that question on Warped yet. Let me think. Well, I guess an overall theme is I write songs a lot about redemption, about doing something you're not too proud of in the past, and now you're in a better place because of it, and you've gotten over it. I write those songs a lot, and I don't mean to. It just happens, and that goes hand in hand with forgiveness and all that kind of stuff. So I write those songs a lot, and I mean I feel personally that those songs are like happy songs, and sometimes you can look at them like a sad song or whatever because it sounds all sad, but I think it rides the line between the two. And I think that's like if that's what you mean, that's kind of my theme usually. I don't mean to, like I said, it just kind of happens. It's just the honesty in me, I guess. Yeah. My biggest influences are a lot of singer-songwriter dudes like Tom Petty, Jackson Browne, Ryan Adams, Butch Walker, Jason Isbell, people like that. Recording was great. I mean, I got to do the record with my buddy Pat. He helped me out, so it was really cool. It's different because I am the guy making all the last-minute decisions, and I make the final call. And in a band, you have to run it by a bunch of other people, and especially a band on a label, you have to run everything by the label, and chances are things get turned down. And that's what happened with us at the end of Rocket. So now being an independent artist and solo, it's so much more freeing. I can kind of get away with whatever I want. I can say what I want in my songs, and I don't need to have somebody else telling me that it isn't good, or because if it sucks, it sucks. But it's like I'm happy with it sucking. No, I really don't. I mean, I think at one point when I was with the label, it was good because they had a lot of resources that we couldn't do. But I think I've come so far from that now, and I think anything you want to accomplish, I think you are capable to do it on your own. I think you need to find the right people and have the right people in your corner, and I feel like I have that, with my management and my buddies in the main, and I think we're always helping each other out. And I think that's the best thing you can do. Just surround yourself with positive, good people, and your career should work on its own. And I love being independent. I don't think I'm going to be signing to a label anytime soon. I'm really liking it. For now, we'll see what happens. Unless I get a great offer with somebody, but I'm really liking it a lot better now. That was cool. I mean, I was right next to like James Taylor, and he's like one of my biggest influences too. I guess I forgot to say him before, but so it was cool. I mean, his greatest hits, and then you see mine above it, so it was cool. Even if it was for a couple hours, that's still cool. Man, seeing the world is always just a cool thing that I don't think a lot of people get to do, and I really encourage trying to do it if you have the chance to do it. And for me, in my shoes, being able to take my music around the world is always crazy. We went to Australia in 2012, and that was probably the coolest. Like, that's two questions in a row right there is the coolest place we played and probably one of the coolest memories I have of playing in Australia, because it's a place that you're always like, I want to go to Australia, but you never actually get there. And we got to go there for 2 weeks, which was awesome. And then my future, I'm going to the UK in October with the Maine. We're going to play some shows out there, and hopefully just keep this thing going. I don't want to slow down anytime soon. Man, I love Warped. I think it's always one of those tours where you go into and you're like, oh no, Warped, it's going to be so hard. And then you get used to it after the first week and you're like, this is the easiest thing. It's like besides the heat, it's like whatever, that's nothing to complain about. You're playing in front of thousands of people, you're getting in front of a lot of new fans, a lot of people that don't know your music now know your music because they walked by your tent or your stage. And we're celebrating just by hanging every single night with our buddies. And I think one cool thing about Warped is, there's fans everywhere, and I think a lot of bands on here get caught up in like the meet and greet thing where it's like you need to buy this $1,000 item to meet the band, and then or else you can't, you know what I mean? Or there's only 10 people allowed in meet and greets. We're like me and the Maine, we're out here to hang. Like, I walk around all day, you know what I mean? And people are like, where's your meet and greet? And I'm like, we're talking now. This is my meet and greet. I can hug you and hang out. And you know what I mean? If you were in a meet and greet and you bought a $40 t-shirt just to get in a meet and greet, you get a quick like, hi, okay, picture, okay, bye. And it's like, wow, $40 well spent, right? When you can just come find us and hang, you know what I mean? So I think that's the way we're celebrating, is giving back to our fans and hanging out and trying to be as cool and down to earth as we can, because that's who we are. I don't look at myself like anybody, cool. I don't look at myself any differently than the kids walking around to these shows. I was out geeking out watching Saves the Day all morning, you know what I mean? And I'm acting the same way that those fans do when they see the main. It's like, so I'm in their shoes. I share everything, and the main's the same way. They walk the line every morning selling their CDs, promoting their set times. It's like, you got to be a good person. You have a good time, and I think that's the 20th year of Warped Tour, having a lot of cool bands on it that help you, stay grounded, and you meet a lot of really cool people. I think just celebrating life for what it is a good celebration on Warped Tour. Hey, I'm Nick Santino, and you're watching Wire TV.